Congratulations to all our graduates. VSU President Edgardo Itulin will introduce our guest of honor of this year's Commencement Exercises.
Our distinguished speaker for VSU's 67th Commencement Exercises is an academician and a university official at the University of the Philippines Los Baños. He is a recipient of the UPLB Outstanding Alumnus Award in Higher Education Governance and chairs the CHED Technical Panel for Graduate Education. He is a member of the Department of Science and Technology's National Science Consortium Steering Council, or NSC, whose members are the top leading Asian comprehensive and agricultural universities. A former chair of the UPLB Department of Economics, he is a professor of economics, specializing in the economics of education, labor and human resource economics, development economics, and economic education. He also served as Associate Dean of the College of Economics and Management of UPLB. For several years, he chaired the CEM Curriculum and Academic Programs Committee and the Graduate School Standing Committee on Social Sciences and Humanities. He is an affiliate professor of development studies at the UP Open University, where he instituted a Master in ASEAN Studies course on ASEAN economic development. He obtained his doctorate in economics from the Kyoto University Graduate School of Economics in Japan, his master's degree in economics of development from the Erasmus University International Institute of Social Studies in The Hague, Netherlands. He earned his bachelor's degree in economics from UPLB. Currently, he is the program leader of an ACR and DOST-funded impact assessment project with Picard, VSU, and another Australian government agency. He is a well-published researcher with numerous articles published in internationally indexed and peer-reviewed books and journals. He sits in the editorial board of a SAGE journal named Citizenship, Economic, and Social Education. And he is also the associate editor of Springer-based, globally indexed International Journal of Economic Policy Studies. Our speaker was president of numerous organizations, such as the Philippine Economic Society, the Philippine Economic Education Society, the Philippine Agricultural Economics and Development Association, the Philippine Federation of Japan Alumni, and the Kyoto Association of Filipino Scholars. He also served as board member of the Philippine Social Science Council and the ASEAN Council of Japan Alumni. His exemplary contribution to UP and higher education institution building is best seen in his role as chair of the Technical Working Group on Graduate Education, where he led the crafting of the new CHED policies, standards, and guidelines in offering graduate programs in the country. As Dean of the Graduate School of UPLB since 2012, he pushed with vigor the university's vision to be one of the leading regional and global universities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you our commencement speaker, the outgoing Dean of the Graduate School and the newly elected Chancellor of the University of the Philippines Los Baños, Dr. Jose V. Camacho, Jr.
distinguished members of the Visayas State University Board of Regents, the Honorable Dr. Prospero de Vera III, Chair of the Board of Regents of Visayas State University, Dr. Edgardo Tulin, President of the Visayas State University, members of the University Academic and Administrative Council, faculty and staff members, parents, and to the Visayas State University graduating class, good morning. I wish to congratulate all of you, my dear Visayas State University graduates, together with your parents, your teachers, and the academic and administrative staff and officers of the Visayas State University. This is a time I know that you and your families have been anticipating for many years. This will mark the culmination of your undergraduate, graduate, and professional degrees. To the parents, we thank you for your sacrifices in attending to the needs of your children. Your guidance and support have helped build their confidence in themselves. You have exerted a powerful influence on their overall development. I salute you, teachers, advisors, and research supervisors, for molding your minds and equipping you with the skills and the right attitude to hurdle life's challenges. The Visayas State University, one of the finest top Philippine universities, must be congratulated for providing you with the 21st century skills through its delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating higher and postgraduate education, and in ensuring that you become globally competitive and able to meet the demands of the fourth industrial revolution. Commencement exercises are significant occasions for all of you, as these mark important milestones of your educational achievement. May these occasions inspire you to study harder for the fulfillment of your dreams and aspirations. Life may constantly offer you challenges, but you have to forge on. We have been experiencing for several months now the huge impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic on our economy and social life, in the university, on how we teach, on how we do research, and engage our communities to utilize the knowledge we created to promote the public good. Now considered as a game changer, the pandemic continues to reshape almost every sector, with the educational system, including universities and colleges, as one of the most severely affected and hardest hit. Indeed, this is a health crisis in a global scale. At the national scale, the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated our task of alleviating poverty and unemployment, in ensuring food security and raising income and productivity. Against the backdrop of the fourth industrial revolution, the pandemic has also unmasked the greater problem of the digital divide that further hampers one's access to quality education, work, and other livelihood opportunities. In the midst of technological progress are the many pending issues on labor and migration, family relations, and social political cohesion, and the challenges in achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals. After the World War, this war against the COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked havoc on millions of people's lives. It is the unseen enemy with dangerous attacks in our humanity in all fronts, from social, economic, political, even in our religious spheres of life. Our healthcare system has been pushed to its limits, working beyond its capacity. Its impacts on our jobs, social relations, and more so on our physical and mental health is so devastating and immeasurable. Social distancing and safety measures have dramatically limited and changed how we work, how we teach, study, and how we communicate, and even celebrate, as shown by holding these virtual graduation ceremonies. For you, our graduates of Visayas State University, the sense of loss is further magnified. The global pandemic has robbed you of a defining moment in your lives and rites of passage you have been looking forward to for so many years. I am so heartbroken, as you are, that your final months at VSU and multiple opportunities to celebrate your crowning achievements are being impacted by this global crisis. With these stresses and uncertainties, it is important that you, graduates of Visayas State Universities, are future-proof and acquire a strong foundation to anticipate and adapt to change and confront the next normal head-on with sheer determination and resolve to fight back, and not to let this unseen enemy win over us with so much uncertainty, worry, disappointment, disruption, anxiety, and social distance. For instance, I've learned that in the Visayas State University, you have decided to open the next school year in 2 weeks' time and continue teaching through flexible learning approach. This is a must for us to reach a sense of normalcy, to slowly reclaim our future. By opening the school year, we reassert our control over our lives, not dictated by the deadly virus. We reclaim our faith and our trust to our systems and processes, to our families and communities, to our leaders, friends, and loved ones. I know that the adjustments we made have entailed so many sacrifices to keep us all fit and afloat. With enthusiasm, joy, and confidence, with positivity and optimism. We are all aware that with selfless giving, empathy, and in the spirit of bayanihan, we have lent our collective action, our patience, understanding, so we can contribute our commitment to do our best to leave no one behind in these difficult and most challenging times. Today, my dear graduates, I simply wish to convey how you would be more prepared in facing the issues and challenges out there in the real world, especially in these troubling times of COVID-19 global pandemic. Now that you are entering a new phase of life, after being welcomed by so many uncertainties brought about by the pandemic, characterized by high rate of joblessness and the risk of being infected by the virus. It is a whole new world hastened by the fourth industrial revolution. It is totally a different world. It is the VUCA world. VUCA or VUCA, short for volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous world. However, armed with courage, patience, and sheer determination, your resolve must be to rebuild lives and communities. With optimism and faith in God, and hope and trust with your families, leaders, and fellow men, our economy and society must be rebuilt and slowly be transformed with push, vigor, and vitality. This pandemic has caused so many hosts of opportunities that we never imagined before. I am confident that with the high quality of Visayas State University education and training that you have acquired, you are so much equipped to face the new world with adaptability and resilience, with problem solving, digital, and critical thinking skills, and with better appreciation of interdisciplinary and global engagement, innovation, and creativity, and to think out of the box, embracing honesty, hard work, and with integrity intact. Indeed, the Visayas State University has enabled you to embrace and face the challenges ahead, not just the trials of this pandemic or the disruptions brought about by the fourth industrial revolution, but all the tests, crises, and severe shocks that your life may encounter in the future. And so, to my dear graduates of the Visayas State University, I salute you with the success you have reaped today. Congratulations and Godspeed. Padayon, graduates of the Visayas State University.
Thank you very much, Dr. Camacho. Congratulations on your new appointment as the Chancellor of the University of the Philippines Los Baños. As our way of thanks, we are sending you over this plaque of appreciation from VSU all the way to UPLB for being our guest of honor during this historic commencement exercises.
Thank you, Visayas State University, for this opportunity you have given me. I'm so honored for this opportunity, and I hope that Visayas State University will reap more success and laurels in the future. Mabuhay ang Visayas State University.
VSU extends its sincere gratitude for the VSU class of 2020.